Hi everyone, this is Deb Tim, a Canadian girl. I thought it would be different to do a video from the side of my tank. This is my 75-gallon African cichlid community. My purpose of this video is to share my routine on how I run my lights on my aquariums. How long to leave your cichlid tank lights on is something everyone seems to have an opinion about and their own routine. I have heard some people set timers. Some people do 4 hours on, 4 hours off, and on again. Other people keep their lights off except for feeding times and viewing times, which to me is totally ridiculous. And then, like me, there are also those who set their lights according to their lifestyle and their schedule. Each morning when I do my rounds, I flick on one tank at a time, and I feed them, and I watch them as they eat. I look for fish that aren't eating, anyone who has injuries, or anything out of the ordinary. Then when I get to my 75-gallon community, I pour myself a coffee, and I examine all the fish before feeding them. I look for anything out of the ordinary, again, injuries, nips, and of course I look to see if anyone is holding. After feeding, they all look like they're holding, so it's important to check before I feed them. Then I sit with my coffee, feed my community, and take my morning pleasure in watching them eat. It's quite a frenzy, and often they splash me quite a bit when they're going for their food. Within seconds, the whole atmosphere changes to peace and tranquility after they have eaten. I leave the lights on until about 2 p.m. I consider this nap time. I turn all the lights out, telling my cichlids it's nap time. Then I will either take Ozzy for a walk, go out and work in my garden, or do something else for a couple of hours. Sometimes I even have a nap myself. Around 4 p.m., I turn my lights back on. The lights remain on the rest of the time until 11 p.m. when I go to bed. I have never had issues with excessive algae growth by leaving my lights on, but I know some people do. Lights on the aquariums are for us more than they are for the cichlids. The natural ambient daylight that comes through our windows is sufficient for their needs. It is for our pleasure that we light them up. Under the lights, they also color up more, being more aesthetically pleasing. Providing your cichlids with places to hide and caves to retreat to, if they want out of the light, is a good idea. Now at nighttime, on my show tanks, I have night lights. So at 11 p.m. when I turn out their daylights, I turn on their night lights. And then in my little fish room, I have 3 out of the 6 tanks that have night lights. And I also turn those night lights on. If they don't have night lights, then they just are turned off and it goes dark. But enjoying the beauty of my tanks is one of the greatest pleasures. And for me, that is reason enough to keep my lights on. This is Deb Tim signing out. I hope you had a great day, and I'll be talking to you soon. Bye.